So you've been working your butt off, you finally saved up enough money, and you can finally buy your dream Funko Pop, your grail, the one you've always wanted in your collection. You go on eBay or some other online site and you go to hit buy or enter your bid. But wait. Before you do that, I have 7 tips to avoid buying fake Funko Pops online. I'm Dalton and you're watching another episode of DC Collects. Let's get collecting. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video, guys. These are tips that I learned by making costly mistakes buying stuff. So if you don't want to make those costly mistakes, make sure you watch till the end. Okay, guys, so as I said, this is mostly going to pertain to eBay, but it can definitely be applied very easily to other online purchases at basically any online store. And I'll explain that as we go along. So first things first, especially on eBay, you want to make sure they have 100% feedback. So you go to the feedback section, click feedback, and you can also find all their transactions there, and you're gonna see what everybody has had to say about them as a seller. So you definitely want to go through those, make sure those are looking okay. And not only that, guys, but you also want to make sure, for me personally anyway, that they have at least 100 transactions under their belt. You want to make sure you're dealing with an experienced seller, someone who's done this 100 times before and knows exactly what they're doing. Not only that, but you want to make sure that those transaction numbers, and you do this by looking at the feedback, you want to make sure that those are actual sells, because buys will also show up. So if they buy something from someone else, that shows up as a transaction number. So you want to go make sure you scroll through all the feedback and make sure that they are commenting that he was a good seller, not a buyer. Okay, number 2 on the list, guys, we're going to make sure that this seller that you have picked out sells other types of collectibles, and preferably other types of Funko Pops that are alike the one you want to pick up. So if it's an old school Marvel Pop, you would like to see old school Pops. Yeah, but you definitely want to make sure they're at least selling collectibles, preferably Funko Pops. If you go to the page and they're selling like a bunch of furniture and then this one really expensive Pop, that's kind of fishy to me. And when things smell fishy, definitely get out of there, guys. Not only that, but when you see a bunch of Funko Pops / collectibles on their page that they've sold, that's why I say preferably Funko Pops, because then you know that they have had experience with Funko Pops and that they would be able to recognize a fake even themselves, because some of these fakes are getting really good out there, guys. So a really inexperienced seller could also accidentally sell a Pop. I'm gonna guess that most people are out there trying to scam people, but it could happen. Next on the list, guys, number 3, and this is a pretty big one, guys. So I'm telling you right now, you want to get on a desktop computer or a laptop with a big screen. This is going to make a huge difference, guys, in your viewing and also your capabilities online. So you don't want to use the app, especially on your phone. Your phone is, no matter how big the phone is, it's going to be a compressed image compared to a desktop screen or a large laptop screen, and you may miss small imperfections on your phone that you would easily see on your desktop. Not only that, but everything is much easier to see and just interact with on the website. I find all your contact information for your seller is on one side, the description is right down below, all the seller's other items, everything is in one central location, so you're not scrolling up and down a page trying to look for everything, which can get confusing and you can lose track of things. The only thing I like the app for on your phone is if you are doing an auction style bid and you're trying to keep track of something, obviously to use your phone to track it. But when it comes time to scouting out the Pop before you're deciding to bid on it, you have to be on a desktop, big screen, guys, and as big as you can get, preferably. Okay, number 4 on the list, and this is going to be communication with your seller. So no matter how many pictures they have up, no matter how good the description is, if you personally want to see, say, more pictures, or you just want to ask the seller, say, where did you get the Funko Pop from, or how did you acquire the Funko Pop? If that seller is unwilling to communicate, provide more pictures, provide you with an explanation as to how he got the Pop, and he's refusing to do so, that right there is a huge red flag for me, guys. That's kind of like a store owner having a display of something in the corner and you can only see half of it, and him telling you that you can't see the other half. You have to buy it like that. Like, it's just too sketchy for me, and I would immediately stop dealing with that person if there's no communication. Okay, number 5 on the list, and this is check the shipping and import charges, guys. Just check your import charges and shipping charges, especially on auction style, because sometimes it doesn't factor in the import charges as to what you're going to pay, and some sellers will basically stick hidden fees in the import charges, so you'll see them charging something ridiculous like $500 for an import charge and the item's $100, so you end up paying basically they're gonna sneak in hidden amounts of money into the import charges, hoping that you don't see it. So just always make sure you double check your shipping and import costs. If you're enjoying this content, consider hitting that like button, smashing that subscribe button. I make 4 to 5 videos a week on everything Funko, so if you enjoy stuff like that, hit that little bell, and that way you won't miss any more content. Number 6 on the list, guys. Always carefully read the description. This may seem obvious, but I think a lot of people overlook this sometimes. In the description too, if it does come from China and they're trying to be a legit seller, so a fake Chinese version, they will state that in the description. Full disclosure on that. But if they're trying to scam you, they're not going to put that in there. Basically, a lot of the listings that I see now too, guys, they're not saying the condition of the item, because some people are pickier than others, and I'm sure people have had return issues and whatnot. What they do is provide pictures, and they say carefully examine the pictures to determine the condition of this product. So what that does, and this is a big disclaimer, that takes the onus off that seller if you're not happy with the condition of the Funko Pop when it comes in, basically. So if you looked at all the pictures and it says in the description, it's up to you to look at the pictures to determine the condition of that Funko Pop. If you don't like it when it comes in, the condition, and there's nothing wrong with the packaging, it clearly hasn't been tampered with, and it's just your opinion that the Funko Pop isn't as in good condition as you thought it was, that is totally your fault, and eBay is not going to give you a refund because you had the opportunity to overlook those pictures as much as you wanted to. So make sure you look at these pictures, guys. Number 7, and the biggest reason that I told you guys to make sure you're on a desktop or a large laptop screen, is to make sure that they have all 6 sides of the Funko Pop photograph in HD pictures, guys, so you can see every last square inch of this pop down to the littlest minute detail. Okay, so this has to be perfect pictures, and like I said before, if you're not happy with the pictures, you ask the seller for more pictures, and at that point, if he won't provide you with them, that's a red flag and you're going to walk away from the Funko Pop. So as I said, the big screen really comes in handy here. So if they have all 6 pictures in really good quality photos, you can select each individual photo and go over them with your mouse as if they were a magnifying glass, and you can really go over this pop with a fine-toothed comb, guys. It's actually really great, and I had made purchases off my phone before, and after I found the desktop, I'll never ever do it with my phone again. Okay, so when you're examining these pops, what are you looking for? Well, the next thing you're going to want to do is head over to my other video, Don't Get Scammed, Top 5 Ways to Avoid Fake Funko Pops. And essentially, guys, that's going to give you the top 5 ways to identify fake Funko Pops when you're looking at these pictures on your desktop or big laptop screen. After watching this video and then going and watching that video, there's going to be little to no chance that you'll ever get scammed again, guys. So thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.